Say right, sir, Monday morning.
Lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you. When Roscius was an actor in Rome...
The actors are come hither, my lord.
Buzz.
Upon mine honour.
Then came each actor on his arse.
The best actors in the world, either for tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral, tragical, historical, tragical, comical, historical, pastoral, scene indivisible or poem unlimited. Seneca cannot be too heavy, nor Plautus too light.
Ooh, Jeff the judge of Israel, what a treasure hadst thou?
What a treasure had he, my lord?
Why, one fair daughter I no more, the which he loved passing well.
Still on my daughter.
Am I not in the right, old Jephthah?
If you call me Jephthah, my lord, I have a daughter that I love passing well.
Nay, that follows not.
What follows then?
You are welcome, masters. Welcome all. I'm glad to see thee well. Welcome, good friends. Oh, my old friend. What? My young lady and mistress? My young lady, your ladyship is nearer to heaven than when I last saw you. Pray God your voice be not cracked within the ring. Come, we'll have a speech straight. Come, give us a taste of your quality. Come, a passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once, but it was never acted. Or if it was, not above once for the play, I remember. Please not the million. 'Twas caviar to the general. One speech in it I chiefly loved. 'Twas Aeneas' tale to Dido. And thereabout of it especially, where he speaks of Priam's slaughter. If it live in your memory. Begin at this line. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Hyrcanian beast. It's not so. It begins with Pyrrhus. The rugged Pyrrhus.
He whose sable
arms. Black as his purpose did the night resemble. When he lay couched in the ominous horse, hath now this dread and black complexion smeared, with heraldry more dismal, head to foot. Now is he total ghouls, roasted in wrath, and thus o'ersized with coagulate gore, with eyes like carbuncles, the hellish Pyrrhus.
old grandsire Priam seat.
So proceeds you.
Oh God, my lord, well spoken, with good accent, good discretion.
Anon, he finds him, striking too short at Greeks. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command. Unequal matched. Pyrrhus at Priam drives, in rage, strikes wide, but with the whiff and wind of his fell sword, his unnerved father falls. Then, senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow, with flaming top, stoops to its base, and with a hideous crash takes prisoner Pyrrhus' ear. For lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Priam, seemed in the air to stick. So, as a painted tyrant, Pyrrhus stood, and like a neutral to his will and matter, did nothing. But, as we often see against some storm, a silence in the heavens, the rack stands still, the bold winds speechless, and the orb below as hush as death. Anon, the dreadful thunder doth rend the region, so, after Pyrrhus' pause, aroused vengeance sets him new a work. And never did the Cyclops' hammers fall on Mars, his armors, forged for proof etern, with less remorse than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now falls on Priam.
This is too long.
Shoot to the barbers with your beard. Prithee, say on. He's for a jig or a tale of broadway, or he sleeps. Say on. Come to Hecuba.
But who? Oh, who had seen the Moblet Queen?
Moblet Queen. That's good. Moblet Queen is good.
Shh.
Run, barefoot, up and down, threatening the flames with bissom rheum, a cloud about that head. where late the diadem stood, and for a robe about her lank and all o'er teemèd loins, a blanket in the alarm of fear caught up. Who this had seen, with tongue in venom steeped, 'gainst fortune's state would treason have pronounced. But if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamour that she made, unless things mortal moved them not at all, would have made milch the burning eyes of heaven, and passion in the gods.
Look where he has not turned his colour, and has tears in his eyes. Pray you no more.
'Tis well. I'll have thee speak out the rest soon.
My lord, you see these prayers well bestowed. Do you hear? Let them be well used, for they are the abstract and brief chronicles of the time.
My lord, I will use them according to their desert.
God's bodykins, man, much better! Use every man after his desert, and who should escape whipping?
Come, sirs.
Follow him, friends. We'll hear a play tomorrow. Dost thou hear me, old friend? Can you play The Murder of Gonzago?
Aye, my lord.
Well, here, tomorrow night. You could, for a need, study a speech of some 12 or 16 lines, which I would set down and insert into, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. Follow that lord, and pray you, mock him not.
No.
My good friends, I'll leave you till night. You are welcome to Elsinore.
Good, my lord.
Right.
God be with you.
Now I'm alone.
Oh, what a rogue, peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit that from her workings all his visage wand, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and his whole function suiting with forms to his conceit, and all for nothing, for Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba, that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? He would drown the stage in tears and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I, dull and muddy metal rascal, pink, like John o' Dreams, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king, upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward?